bow, bow. Hold on, guys. Okay. What's up, Otto, Unanimous, JMG, Bimby, Nikki, Ralph, Gandhi, God of Noodles. What's up, everyone? Nikki, I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty good. How's everyone doing tonight? It's been a pretty big day. Been a pretty big day for the balisong community. For me. Stuff like that. Celebratory 600. Are we at 600? You're fooling me, Diamond. Are we actually at 600? $5.99. Ah. Tell maybe it'll happen on stream. Maybe someone will be this. Maybe someone will be the 600 subscriber. Oh gosh, this is not going according to plan. This setup, I really like the way that this setup looks, but I do not like the way that it functions. I have no room for a mouse. I have barely any room to do anything. Told you when you had 200 subs, you would hit 100K in a year. I mean, I don't think we're on pace to hit 100K, but we might hit 1,000. That would be pretty cool. I would really like that. Also, since this is a different setup than normal, tell me if anything looks weird. Tell me if anything sounds weird, if the music's too low or whatever. All that stuff. We hit 600! 600 subscribers. Thanks, guys. That's really cool. Woo! Why would you sell your squid trainer? That's one thing that I wanted to discuss, although I since have changed the title of the stream. Because I think it's more exciting that I was in a Will Hirsch video. But the squid trainer. In case any of you haven't seen it yet, I posted my squid trainer on Balisong sale like half an hour ago. Because I'm feeling out what kind of offers I'll get on it. I'm feeling out what people would want to trade for it. I'm feeling out what kind of money I can get for it, because I have my sights set on someone on Balisong sale, and I don't really want to call attention to it because someone's going to go snatch it up before I can. Someone is selling a really good condition Sahara. And as someone who is a glider shill, I feel the need to own that Sahara, or to own a Sahara. Also, the squid trainer is the thing that I flip the least, and I kind of want to trade it out for something that's a bit more unique, like a Sahara, or I would love to trade, with cash, of course. I would love to trade squid trainer plus cash for a Firefly, a BB Firefly. Can I ask how old are you? I am 18. Really like the full inked squid trainer. Any thoughts? I really like my squid trainer 2.5, even though I am considering selling it. If it's a 3.5, I'd say go for it. Camaro, want to collab? Ryder. Sure. I don't really know what we would do. I actually have something in the works with Telestro that would be perfect for collaboration. So, Ryder, if you want to give me, like, maybe 2 weeks, I have a format that we're going to work on that would be really good for collaborations. How did you get the different color handles? I bought this thing secondhand. The original owner bought 2 squid trainers and flipped the colors. Are you ever going to get anything from AliExpress, like the Falcon and Alien? Probably not. I don't see a need to purchase... I don't feel the need to purchase something that cheap with the way that my current collection is. Because I have things that are just a lot better. Maybe one day I will... I'll buy one to review it, but it would never stay in my collection. Hit you up later to talk about it then. I'm not going to reveal any details yet. I know it sounds ambiguous. I just want to make sure that no one like yoinks the idea from us, because me and Ty want to do something. But yeah, if you want to do something outside, like something that you have an idea of, hit me up. We can talk about it. I'd love to collab with people. I thought you were a lot younger. A lot of people do, yeah. That is the general consensus of a lot of people. Opinions on Atropos? Never flipped one. Seems pretty good. Yeah, James, not Bill Wirtz. That would be really cool, but not Bill Wirtz. What's up, Oddpoa? How do you think a 3.5 would hold up? I think it would hold up great. I think it would be really good. Because the 2.5, it has tap, but it holds up really well. It flips really well, so. You can use an AliExpress knife for a beater. I could, but I have a beater. I have my trusty Arctic right here, and this thing has taken a beating and has kept on ticking, so. Got my Antarctic earlier and wondering if you were down to go on VC later after stream if you want. If you guys want to get a community VC going, we can do that. I'm down. Have you compared the NRB Vortex to the Glidr? No, I haven't. I haven't used a Vortex. I would really like to. I saw one on Balisong sale for like $100, and I was tempted for a little bit. But I do have the NRB Nemesis coming in, so I'm gonna wait to get that before I try a Vortex. See the new Jerry Horn Basilisk channeled eye. I'm gonna get it at Blade Show. I heard it's gonna be really good. I haven't seen it. That sounds interesting though. Can you tune the tap out of the older one if you wanted to? If I tune it perfectly and I lube it, it won't have tap. But any other time, if it's not fresh lube, it will have tap. So you can't really tune it out from what I've found. What's up, Juwan? Audio holding up, guys? Mic audio, music audio, does all that sound good? If you use a squid trainer, you get untunable tap eventually. How much is the Stuffle? If you lube it, then you might lose that beautiful ring. No, you don't. The ring doesn't have anything to do with the lube. Freshly lube, it sounds good. Thank you, Charlie. How much is the Stuffle? What's the Stuffle? Oh, gosh. Sounds good. Music might be low, but I'm not using headphones right now. Okay. I'll up the music a little bit. A little lower than that. Let's go. There we go. Perfect. Oh, stuffed animal thingy. How much was he? He was like, I don't know. My sister got him for me. My sister got it as a gift for me. What about the Zen pins? How have they held up? Zen pins on mine are perfect. The one on the silver handle is out a little bit, just like a little bump, but it's nothing bad at all. And the ones on the black handle are flush. The ring is caused by the shape of the blade. Lube won't change a thing. Ahem, bent knot blade. Yeah, I gotcha. The squid trainer feels a lot more premium than the Nautilus does, though. Like, the blade is a big hunking slab of metal, so. Yeah, Ralph. Or no, Tuba. Why do you keep tightening the Bally? Did you Loctite it? Ralph, the Loctite doesn't stay for very long. So, I don't know. I've heard it will affect the sound. Yes, lubing will affect the sound of your balisong, but the squid trainer ring is caused by the shape of the blade. This blade's like a tuning fork. So it the blade's like a tuning fork. So it rings from in here, whereas I don't really know all of the details, but the physics of like lubing your balisong, it makes it sound different. I don't really know why, but it does. Have you got any offers on your squid trainer yet? I haven't checked. I had one person asking me how much I wanted for it, and I was like, I don't know. I'm just kind of taking offers right now. Getting a Koenig unsharpened. The thing about the unsharpened stuff is that you get all of the negatives of holding a live blade in public with people thinking it's a knife, but none of the benefit. You can't even use it as a knife, even though it looks like one. Are you thinking of getting a Vortex V2? No, simply because I'm getting a Nemesis V2. Liquids change audio based on viscosity. Gotcha. Interesting. What's up, flippin' Zenki? How do rollovers and chaplains feel on the squid trainer? They're good. They take some getting used to because it is a neutral balisong, whereas this has... Hold on, guys, sorry. Okay. Since this is neutral, it doesn't really hug your fingers as well as something like this does, which has handle bias. But it does flip really well. I really do like the way the squid trainer flips. I've got I got a lot of time on it. It fans really well. I like the way it flips. I just prefer a little bit of a handle bias, whereas this is more neutral. Chaplains feel okay, although this doesn't have a chamfered blade, which I believe the 3.5 does, so your mileage may vary. You can learn and get used to the Koenig unsharpened, then sharpen it yourself later. That's what I'm doing. That's not a bad idea, but the Koenig, if I ever bought a live blade, it wouldn't be the Koenig, unfortunately. Yeah, the sound will be affected, Tuba, just the clack. The clack that it makes, not the ring. It's weird to describe. You bought a squid trainer. It's all black. It'll be here soon. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. Congrats. I hope you enjoy it. Have you talked about the knot yet? No, I'm going to try not to talk about the knot because I don't want to go into another rant. A rambling rant. Do you not have any live blades? I don't. I've only ever flipped the Lucha with the fly tie titanium handles, and I barely really flipped it. Glidr Beta is like 2 years old, no bushings, and still get no tap, no play. I am jealous of you, Ryder, because I've decided that eventually I'm going, since I'm the Glidr shill, I want to have most of the Glidr products. I want my final collection to be my 2 Arctics, an Antarctic, a Arctic Beta, a Sahara, and an OG in one of the old colors like gold. Inked black Triton handles look more gray than black. It's probably just on the coloring on their website. The coloring that they have is not great on their websites. Any news on the knot? No, the knot's still the knot. Goodbye, Diamond. Have a good night. Didn't they stop making the Sahara? They did, but someone's currently selling one on Balisong sale. Okay. You'll be able to say the same for yours, Flippin'. The bushings in the Arctic at least are really good, and I assume it's the same with the Antarctic. Bought a live blade Lucha. Thing's so much more different than anything I got. Several nicks. The live blade Lucha is heavy. Or you should look into the Flytanium mods. Flytanium makes aluminum and titanium handles for it that significantly increase the flipping experience on the Lucha. Why is there a bot telling me to buy clothes? Just ignore it. Note to self, adding another washer doesn't fix tap. No, it does not. That just throws off your tolerances even more. I'm gonna check if I got any offers. Titanium heavier or lighter than aluminum? It's slightly heavier, but it's much more durable. Just hit 600? We did, Flippy. Really wish I got a trainer blade too so I could flip it more. Ah. What are you thinking about your first Live Blade Bally? Did you answer that one already? My first Live Blade Balisong. That's a tough one, because I think the market's going to change quite a bit when I actually am in the market for a Live Blade. But right now, I'm looking at... If I had to buy a Live Blade right now, I would be looking at probably like a Crackerakin or a Marin Light or something along those lines. Guess which idiot was flipping a Live Blade without paying attention and accidentally pressed my thumb onto the blade. Oh. Hopefully you're okay, Poa. When's the Nemesis supposed to come in? The Nemesis, I don't have a date for. NRB said 3 months from the order date, and the order date was mid-February, I believe. Or late February. So we're probably looking at another 2 or 3 months. What's everyone's grail? As in the knife that you would buy if you had all the money. I would buy a stitched steel alien. Amazon comb valleys feel like they are Live Blades. Those will work. Yeah. Those things are surprisingly sharp. I'd buy the Reaper, Black Balisong. Orca. The Orca used to be my grail, but I've just heard a lot of bad things about the pinsless design on it. I'd like to try and get a Tsunami. A Tsunami would be great. Ty's grail is a Tsunami, especially now that they have an inked one. Ooh, let's talk about JK design stuff. I don't know anything about the situation, so I am not going to comment. What took the place of the Orca as your grail? The Stitch Steel Alien. Or the Seraph. The Seraph is also high up on my list. Machine-wise Seraph. My grail is a Telesto. I don't know how it flips, but I like how it looks. Hey, stay away from my cameraman. He doesn't want to be flipped. Telesto seems cool. I've asked him quite a few times if he ever wants to buy one. He said he might, but he'd have to look into it. He's a Tsunami guy. Need to try some Atropos, get a demon, bro. You won't regret. Ryder, I think it was you. Were you the one selling the green Atropos trainer like a month ago? I was selling it, yeah. I almost put an offer in on that. Because I wanted to try an Atropos thing so I could have an opinion on it for when people asked. But I never ended up offering. Someone was talking about how someone bought an Orca new and it had tap after a day or so. JK wanted to make him pay $60 to get it fixed. Ugh. That's not good. What up, Farbos? How's that Antarctic treating you? By the way, I've seen 2 people selling in Antarctic already, and both of them were for over asking price on Glidr's website. Do you like the Squid Trainer more or the Nautilus? I like the Squid Trainer by miles more than the Nautilus. Fuck scalping. All my homies hate scalping. I don't even think they're trying to scalp. I think they just don't like the Antarctic. But if you don't like the Antarctic, I don't understand why you're selling it for more than you paid for it. Yeah, someone sold one for $175 on the Reddit. I don't know why you're paying more than you paid for it to get it new. Like, I would understand if it was like, oh, hey, I bought an Antarctic on the secondhand market for $140. That's really good. I'm going to resell it for $160 to make a little bit of a profit. I get that. But I don't get having a completely new knife and then selling it for more than it's worth out of the box. My brother was mad at me for buying the Squid Trainer rather than the Nautilus. Squid Trainer, I think, is just better. It feels more durable. It holds up to drops better. Better balance. And it doesn't have tang pins that will eat into the handles. So... I'm not a flipper. Well, I'm now a flipper. Oh, I gotcha. Squid Trainer's better value. Nautilus is a better flipper. If I'm picking up my Nautilus and my Squid Trainer, I'm going to prefer my Squid Trainer any day of the week, really. I mean, I can go grab the Nautilus really quick and flip it around just to confirm that, but... You gotta really like the unique specs of the Nautilus to justify its worth. Yeah. I mean, it's light. It's light. So, there is that. But I just... Where did the Squid Trainer go? Hello? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I just really prefer the Squid Trainer. The Squid Trainer's heavy. The Nautilus is light. I prefer the weight of the Nautilus, but I just prefer the flipping experience of the Squid Trainer. I think the new Vortex is going to be the best balisong under 200. 70-75 aluminum, press fit Zen pins, perfect bushings. The new Vortex with the new machining he's doing on the faces is going to be the best balisong at the price point, easily. It's going to have the grip of a Squid Trainer, the durability of a Kraken, the amazing bushings of Glidr balisongs, and the flipping experience of like something really expensive. I don't really see how the Vortex 2 will be beaten. I really don't. Didn't you say that if you bought a Nemesis, you'd sell the Knot? Yep. I'm recording B-roll for the Knot this weekend, and then I'm selling it. I'm going to put it up on Balisong sale probably this weekend. Unless anyone wants to snag it from me in DMs, hit me up. As long as you were aware of the problems that it has, and you still want it, then hit me up. I'll sell it to you. I've had one offer on it. Someone offered 200, but that feels a bit low for me considering how new it is and how little I flipped it. So, Squid no longer the best flipping option for 100 to 200 price range outside of availability. I really do think that the shakeup that we've had with the Arctic, the Antarctic, the Vortex V2, the Vortex V1 even, all of these new balisongs coming in at like the $150 area are really, they're shaping up to dethrone Squid. Especially with the fact that Squid's competing model doesn't even have bushings. Like, the Squid Trainer's good, but the fact that it doesn't have bushings, like, it automatically loses to something like a Vortex. So I think what we're looking at is the dethroning of squid, and I'm really hoping that the competition drives down squid's prices or ups their specs. Because for 170 or 165 or whatever the squid trainer is, it really should have bushings. Like, I'm sorry, squid, but it really should. Lucas needs a new budget model to reclaim their space or squid will suffer. If we could get a balisong that's like Mako V4 or Mako V4.5 tolerance quality at like 75 or 85 bucks, that would be insane. Then squid could regain what they have. But right now, squid loses in its price bracket to pretty much everything else, especially with the quality control issues going on lately. The texturing looks insane. The new Vortex is going to kick ass. I never expected that NRB would have made it a fully textured face like the Squid Trainer, but the fact that he did has me so freaking hyped to see how good the Vortex and the Nemesis V2s are. Like, really, really excited. Squid is just like BRS. I wouldn't go that far. Squid still make good products. It's just that they're a bit behind the times in terms of their pricing model. Kraken is their only good option left. I would say the Live Blade Kraken, the Mako, and the Squid Trainer are really the only, like, worth it balisongs on the market right now. And even, like, the Mako and the Squid Trainer are only good as long as you don't beat them, because they'll lose their tolerances like that. Especially when you're paying $115 for something with only washers, or $115 for something with bushings that can get beat to hell and still not have any tap whatsoever. Like, Squid really needs to take a look at their pricing and their specs and all that, and just reevaluate. Let me rephrase that. Squid is becoming BRS. BRS was a powerhouse with good QC and very well-priced balisongs. They faded out big time. I would hate to see that happen to Squid. I really would. Like, I really like Squid's products. I do. The Nautilus flips great. The Squid Trainer flips great. And the machining on the faces is awesome. Like, the texture of the Squid Trainer is awesome. The Mako is great. It's just a price thing. The Nautilus is amazing to me until I remember how much I paid for it. The Mako is amazing until I remember that the Arctic is the same price. The Squid Trainer is amazing until I remember that the Vortex V2 is basically just a Squid Trainer on bushings for $50 cheaper. Like, Squid makes some great stuff. They're just pricing it at a really weird spot for what they're offering. I'm going to put the Nautilus away. Angler is the plastic belly with bushings. Yeah. The Angler is poised to take down the Squiddy. Even though it's like twice the price, the Angler is sitting there and is like, hey, I'm going to be a better Squiddy. I feel like Squid is the Apple of balisongs. Either love them or hate them, but everyone can agree it's overpriced. Yeah. Not was so hard to tune. Seems like you're having the same problem. Fully tightened down, and it has blade rub. That's why I'm selling it. The pivots are fully tuned, or fully tightened. The screws are fully tightened. Everything's fully tightened. And I have given up. Might have hurt my Mako by putting an extra washer inside. Yeah, you might have. That doesn't sound like something you're supposed to do. You might discontinue the angler after a few more drops and work on something else. Why is that, Kanto? You ever get hype when you guys land a trick you've been working on for so long? When I landed my first Z-choker into an ice pick grip, it was the best feeling ever. It was such a good feeling. I cannot stand. Shut up. Computer, please. Please, please, please. Stop. Okay, sorry about that. Let me just check. No offers on the squid trainer. Wait, did my squid trainer even post? Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Nothing yet. For 250 bucks, you have to expect perfect bushings. Yeah, for 250 bucks, a balisong has to be perfect. There can't be blade rub, there can't be tap, there can't be tuning issues. It has to be able to stand up to a few drops. Like, I don't know. Thinking of getting a new knot to beat, don't beat a knot. They can't handle it. Working on smoothing out the giraffe, I can do it. It's just rough. Better can be made for the price. 85 is worth what you get, but in the end, it's still plastic. I mean, that's fair. But yeah, I guess that's fair. And if you're not happy, it's better to discontinue it and move on. It's better to move on than to not be happy with something that you're putting out. But I do think that people really like the angler. Do you prefer heavier or lighter balisongs? I prefer like the 4 to 4.5 ounce range. The Arctic is 4.5. The Squid Trainer is 4.6. The Squid Trainer is probably on the heavier end. Although the Firefly is 4.7, and I really like the Firefly. But like my favorite like weight distribution is from 4 ounces to 4.5 ounces on balisongs. Actually 4.6, because I think the Arctic is 4.54 or something. Did you contact Squid? Maybe they will give you new bushings. I had the same... So I had the problem. I sent it into Squid for warranty work. They replaced the bushings, the washers, the screws. They replaced all of it. Came back 2 days later, had the same problem again. So I've already done all that. I've already given the Nautilus as many chances as it deserves. I am here, 600 subs W. Everyone go subscribe to Telestro. Let's get him to 250. Thank you, Ty. In the older Mako models, they put an extra hidden Zen pinhole inside the handles. It's weird. The Arctic also has that. I wish I had that, but I tried putting my Zen pin in the hole, and it didn't fit. Didn't fit at all. Bro, have you ever tried Max Ace? Get an SS2 or something like it? Or something like a A she. I haven't tried Max Ace. I would love to get a Covenant. I would really love to get a Covenant. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing tonight? Ty, you told me to keep you updated. No offers on the squid trainer yet. The reason they machine 2 holes into it so they don't have to machine 2 separate designs. I see. But shouldn't they be the same size? Shouldn't the Zen pin fit into both holes in that case? Got a Cub V2. They're pretty good. Close to neutral, but has a slight handle bias. I love slight handle biases. And Ryder, does a blue Covenant V2 exist, or am I just stupid? Because I swear I've seen a blue Covenant V2 instead of just like the normal metal, but I've never seen it for sale. So I'm kind of thinking that someone just modded theirs. Zen pin doesn't fit in the extra hole on the Arctic. Like, try it for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. But from what I've tried, the Zen pins only fit in one of the holes. Also, Ty, we have to figure out... Ty, there's a 4-letter word that I'm thinking of that we were talking about. We have to do that. We have to figure out how we're going to do that, because I really want to do that. Fuck. Without me, it's not fuck, Farbos. It's... it's not fuck. Oh, it was only the V1. Okay. I have extra holes. Oh, I'll give you extra holes. What's up, Brandon? Fantastic job on the B-roll for the Arctic, by the way. Loved the video. I've already watched it like 4 times. Love the video. Save time when machining and assembling. I don't know why they wouldn't fit in the other. Interesting. Arctic video is so good. It was so good. It's just a shame that you guys release it on the day that the Arctic is like replaced. Because the Arctic isn't coming out for another few months. So I'm glad the review exists, because now if anyone ever says no, Glidr sucks, I can be like, well, Will Hirsch thinks it's good, so obviously it is. Congrats on the shout out on Papa Will's channel, by the way. Thank you. That was really cool. Because Will actually reached out to me, and he asked me what I thought of the Arctic, and I gave him my like review of it. And he mentioned he wanted to throw something about durability in it, and he asked if I had a beat up Arctic, and I was like, yes, I do. And he was like, can you send me B-roll? Do like your normal B-roll, and I'll put it in a video, because I've wanted to shout you out anyway, and that would be perfect. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll do that. Let's go. I did send a picture of Ty's Farbos. The problem was he wanted something that could flip. Like, he wanted flipping B-roll, and Ty's broken. So, supposed to come out 3 weeks ago, but life got in the way for Will. The thing is, if it came out 3 weeks ago, it wouldn't have mattered, because there still hasn't been an Arctic drop in a while, so. We both get our Antarctic tomorrow. You guys both got one? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Brandon, if you make a Bally Shorts on the Antarctic, I might have to buy it. I thought I shut off the notifications. Stop! Yeah, I've decided that I'm going to become the Arctic guy and just get a bunch of the glider guy, sorry. I'm gonna become the glider guy and just get a bunch of glider stuff in my collection. So if anyone has old glider stuff that they want to sell, hit me up. I'm looking for a gold OG model. I'm looking for a gold OG model. I'm looking for a beta Arctic that just runs on washers, and I'm looking for a Sahara. You have any of those, hit me up, and I want to work something out with you. Opinions on the PewDiePie Squiddy? Overpriced, but a cool collector's item. What do you think of Sphinx coming back? Sphinx coming back is lit. It's sick. It's awesome. The Zephyr is coming back. The Terra is coming back. The Gale is coming back. I think all three of those are balisongs that I see that people really enjoy, and I think it's only a good thing that he's coming back. I do not want to sell my glider beta. Sorry. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're considering doing a Balisword on it, but we wouldn't have time to properly test things like the durability and flippability since we would have to shoot the video on Friday. Yeah, because I guess you guys don't really do first impressions. You could do like a first impressions, but like, I guess that's not really Will's brand to do. So that's strange. Are you guys planning on doing a belly shorts on it eventually? Or is that just something that you're going to be like, the Arctic review is good enough, or it's close enough, or whatever? Can't believe I was in one of your videos. Also, I was happy you got to be in a Will Hirsch video. Thank you. Of course you got to be in a video. You asked a question in the Q&A. Thanks for asking the question. We've talked about doing first impressions, but it's a format we'd have to talk about exploring. It is really difficult to, like, quantify first impressions. I did my Nautilus review as sort of like a first reaction because I knew since I've been waiting so long for the Nautilus that my reaction to it would probably be worth recording. And just seeing me like fawn over it and everything would probably be worth recording. So I did. And that's how that happened. But like first impressions objectively are really difficult because like DJW just said, the honeymoon period is very much so a thing, especially with the Nautilus, which with everything that happened with that, the honeymoon phase was definitely a factor when I made my initial video. So, yeah, I don't really know what you would do. Going to VC and Discord after stream. Yeah, I'm going to be in a VC and Discord if anyone wants to join after stream. Going to hang out for probably like an hour. There will absolutely be a review of it. We just have to figure out if it deserves a full review versus a Bally short. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a Bally short. From what I've heard, it's very similar to the Arctic. And it might just be the sort... It might be like a Mako V 4.5 situation where it's like, yeah, it's a good improvement, but like... It's kind of the same thing. I love my knot the first week until I dropped it funny, and then I never got it to no tap, no play again. Knots cannot be beat. I don't know how people beat their Nautiluses. Unless you're Brandon. Then your Nautilus is magic, and it's amazing. Should I leave the Antarctic colorway a surprise until after stream, or do you want to know now? You can do whatever you want. First impressions or unboxings are way too common. Don't provide enough actual feedback. In reviews, I want to know how things hold up. That's why I feel if you do a first impressions, you have to commit to a full review. Since I did a of first impressions of the Nautilus, I have to commit to a full review, even if I want to sell it. But you have to, I feel like. Want to properly put it through its paces before reviewing something, since a lot of issues crop up after a lot of flipping, and it's hard to rush that kind of thing. Yeah. Absolutely abused. Never had to tune it. No problem with tolerances. Like, that's crazy. Good for you, Brandon. I wish I had that luck. I wish I was graced by the squid gods. I swear, I turned this off. I turned it off. Try that. Got my first balisong, the Antarctic Rhino Gray, by only doing surveys online to pay for it. I'm proud of myself, but it took so long. Holy cow. Knot marker is... Knot bite marker is scary. I love the knot bite marker. That's the one thing that I really like about the Nautilus is the bite handle marker. Left the factory Loctite, beat my knot, and it would get rattly, but if I didn't lube it, lube is all it took to feel new again. I wish I could say the same, but with or without lube, the blade still rubs. In fact, the blade is... The finish on the blade is starting to come off now, so I've just stopped flipping the Nautilus entirely. What type of balisong trainer should I get? How much can you spend? I want one, but I don't know which one to get. How much do you want to spend, Jeremy? Because that question very much so depends on how much. If you have 200 bucks to spend, that changes the answer completely than if you have 40 bucks. 100. At $100, you're looking at the secondhand market, like secondhand Arctics. The Mako V4.5 is good. Could get a Squiddy if you wanted to go down a little bit. You could get the Alien or the Falcon. Yeah, I mean, Dogi, like, I've given up at this point. Even if I do fix it, I'm still selling it. So I don't really care to go out and buy Teflon tape, which I don't have, and learn all this new stuff for something that I'm only going to do once, and then it might not even work. Like, you know. Lucas is such a genuinely, incredibly nice and down-to-earth dude. That's why I'm so worried about Squid. Like, I'm worried about the QC at Squid lately. Zipper for 105. That's a good shout. For those of us not in the know, what's wrong with your Nautilus? Receive Nautilus. Nautilus good. Drop Nautilus from sitting height. Nautilus get blade rub. Send to Squid. Squid replace hardware. Nautilus good. Drop for 2 days from sitting height. Nautilus get blade rub again. Nautilus bad. That's basically what's happening. Yo, what's up, Will? How you doing? Fantastic work on the Arctic review. I've already watched it like 4 times. And I really like it. And I'm not just saying that because I got a shout out in it. I swear. Ew, Will Stinky. So glad you like it. It lived up to the hype. Like I said, I had just gotten... Not like I said. I had just gotten my Arctic when you did the flipping in public on your second channel. So I was super stoked to see that you had one. I was super stoked to see that you had one, and then I've been waiting ever since, and it lived up to the hype. Will won't let me pry off my fingernails. 0 out of 10. I was up till 4 last night doing the thumbnail and description and stuff. Holy crap. I was up till, I'm not trying to make it a competition, but I was also up late editing my Q&A video, which took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Mako is super good for $100. Squiddy is great for beginners, and of course, secondhand market. Oh yeah, the BB Firefly, or the BB Barfly, I guess, for $100 is very good. And Brandon, since you're like kind of the BB Barfly guy of Will's channel, I love the BB Firefly. I really, really like the BB Firefly. I really, really, really like it. I didn't expect to like it so much. I expected to be like, yeah, I mean, like, it's a balisong. I tried ties. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. I want one. I'm in the shower right now, so I'm not stinky. QA video was worth the work, though. Thank you. Yes, it was. And I learned how to not animate. I learned how to keyframe in Resolve, which was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So that was fun. I gave my husband the BB Firefly and he started flipping. Wait, did your husband not flip before? That's shocking. What do you like about it? I like how unique it is. I like that it's not a standard like Squid Trainer and it's not a standard experience. It's big and it's weird and it flips strange and I love it. Several gigs in a row and genuinely thought the review wasn't even going to go live today. Dude, Will, don't overwork yourself. We all really, really appreciate the time that you put in, but... Oh, he didn't. He didn't flip before. Wow. So you got him into it. That's awesome. And you can open alcohol with it. Never had a drink in my life. Don't really plan on it. But yeah, you can open alcohol with it, I guess. Haven't watched your QA video yet. What part should I look forward to? There aren't really parts to look forward to unless you're just like super into learning more about me as a person. But there's a few like little edited gags in there that you can look for. Squid products around $30 apart from Mako to Triton to Squid Trainer to not. So Kraken is so hard to know which one to get. Yeah. Basically, like, the squid product that you should recommend kind of depends on how much money that you spend, except for the Triton. Because if you're in the price bracket of a Triton, it's better to go with a Mako or a Squid Trainer. Why are you still in Telester's place? I thought you were not going to be doing streams in that spot. This is my room. This is my, like, actual childhood room. I said I'm not going to do streams in it in the future because right now I'm on spring break and I can't like drive home every single time I want to stream. But while I'm on spring break, this is the stream spot. So I guess I was a bit hasty in saying that I wasn't going to stream in this spot, but been hitting my YouTube deadlines and have only having to work like 14-hour days. Can I just say, Will and Brandon, I respect the hell out of the amount of time that you guys put into everything. Your actual jobs, your lives, YouTube, like, it's crazy, crazy, like, crazy stuff. I respect the hell out of it. Gotta wake at 5 for a gig tomorrow, so good night. Have a good night, Will. Thanks for stopping by. Great job on the video, and I hope your gig goes well. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure, like, it doesn't really, like, help working like 18-hour days. But if it gives you just that little bit extra, then that's all I need. As long as you know that it's appreciated. That's all that matters. Oh, my handle's binding. Of course, Brandon. Of course. Spring break starts a day after my birthday, so it'll be a great time to work my Triton V2 in. Yeah, my spring break is really early for some reason. It's really early and really short. I only have a week off, and it's like 2 or 3 weeks before most other colleges, so I don't know. Problem is that Will and I keep putting ourselves in positions where we are super burnt out, and it puts the channel at risk. I wish I could say anything, but I don't, like, I can't, gosh, I don't even know what to say. Because, like, I don't think anything that I say will even help. And at the same time, I can't really even fully comprehend, like, what you guys are putting yourself through. All I can say is, take a break sometimes. I don't really think anyone would crucify you if you took a little bit of a break and focused on yourselves. Triton V2 dual tone inked is the price of a squid trainer. Way too much money for a Triton. I haven't even looked at the dual tone Tritons yet, and I didn't realize that they were that much. That's crazy. Making my own channel isn't really feasible. It's already taking so much to keep Will's channel going. That's where my focus needs to be. I think I speak for the entire community when I say we need a Brandon Baker Flips channel eventually. Like, maybe if you guys ever get to go full-time, Brandon Baker Flips Balisong channel. I'm sure everyone would love that. Dual tone Triton looks like a circus. I don't really like it. Would it be a hot take to say that I don't like the look of the dual tone Triton? Like, I really just don't like the silver. I think it's just going down the sides. I like the fact that there's a line on the side, but I don't like the fact that it's silver. Like, hold on, I haven't taken a proper look. 'Tis a valid opinion. I'm glad. Let me take a proper look at the post for it. Ty, you're right. I do get to flip the barfly tomorrow, and I'm excited for that. Very excited. Squid Trainer Dual Tone. Oh, they're still in stock. Ugh. What? Oh, they're 150. Oh, God. Price hike for the Dual Tone makes sense for the Triton. Price that the Triton already is, but I agree that the 150 is getting pretty high with that close to the Squid Trainer. I just, like... I feel like... hiring more people isn't an option at this point. Yeah. What if you, like, hired interns? Like, if I had the... I wish I had the experience, because I would be like, if Will ever needs help editing, like, a less edited video, I would be more than happy to work on a project for him. Like, if he's like, hey, I've got, like, a Will Hirsch Reacts or something like that that needs editing and I don't have time to do it myself, that'd be cool. But the Triton V2, like, I feel like the Triton, so the dual tone is $150. The normal Triton is, oh, the inked Triton is already $150. Okay. So that's fine, I guess. But the inked dual tone Triton is $160. Which, if we go over, you guys can't see this, I know, unfortunately, I'm sorry. But if we go over, the Squid Trainer starts at $175. So I feel like the dual tone, especially the inked dual tone Triton, is like, would be like, save up for a Squid Trainer. Don't get the dual tone inked, just save up for the Squid Trainer. Main thing Will and I need to do is pull back on our non-YouTube stuff so we can focus on the channel more. I feel like it's also difficult to train new people while making content. No, it definitely is, because Brandon has his own flair in camera work, and Will has his own flair in editing, and an extensive experience in editing, given by how, like, showing how crazy some of his edits are. So, like, bringing someone else on for that doesn't really work because you can't give them the same, like, sense of humor, the same style, all of that. Logistics of it are really complicated when working remote. Isn't willing to let go of his sound mixing stuff, and in his mind, he has to take every gig he gets offered, so it makes it hard to balance things. I see. So, if you guys, I meant to ask this like ages ago when Will was actually when I was in a call with Will. Are you guys like, is it your main goal to go full time? Or is it something like once you get to the capability of going full time, it's not really something you would do? Because I know for me personally, where I stand right now, if I was able to make enough money to go full-time on YouTube, I'm not sure I would do it. Because it's such a risk, I guess. Could you do a camera video where you just nerd out in camera stuff, talk about B-roll composition, how to start off doing stuff like that? Because I'd love to see that. That'd be a great video. Ty, that's a video for you, my man. Everything's a risk? Yes, it is. But in my situation, dropping out of college to pursue something that might not be around forever is a massive risk. Because then I'm giving up my education for when it does go down. If Brandon and Will went full-time and then the channel, God forbid, died, they would have their experience, their schooling, all of that to fall back on. Or not their, maybe not their school, but like they'd have their work experience, they'd have their portfolio to fall back on. I have nothing. So it's like a huge risk. Everything's a risk, but that would be a terrible risk. The goal we've talked about is being at least heavily part-time, which is what it's moving towards. But Will doesn't want to stop doing movie stuff. I'm much more willing to just do you. Gotcha. I'm risking it all, but I'll make it work. I sincerely hope that you do, Ty. Because, like, if you succeed, then you can hire me. So I'm cheering for you. From my... behind my computer screen, doing something that I really hate doing. I'd love to do a video. That would be a great video, Brandon. Doing something as a hobby is very different from doing it full-time. Oh, of course. As soon as you start doing it full-time and relying on the income of your hobby, then it becomes a job. And that's sometimes where it falls apart. Not to shit on Ethan, because I know I love doing that, but you probably got the most potential to go full-time, Ty. Speak to that. Speak to that, Farbos. Paper hit 100K? Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's really good. Feel like eventually you'll run out of Balisong related stuff? Yeah, I will. Especially if I continue, this is weird because I don't want to monetize what I do. I don't want to make money off of what I do because I don't feel I deserve people's money for what I do. But if I don't, like, as long as I don't have an income from the channel, then I won't be able to buy every Balisong that I want to review, and I will run out of things eventually. But me and Ty do have ideas in the works that are more long-term, that are more, there's bigger variation and there's more reach to do more things in. So while it is very possible that I run out of Balisong content, like review content, I don't think Balisong content is going anywhere anytime soon for us personally. State of YouTube and our revenue streams is just too unstable right now to go full-time onto YouTube. Yeah. No, I totally understand. As I've gotten more and more burnt out with my day job, which is video editing for the Weather Channel, doing YouTube gets more and more appealing. Editing for the Weather Channel? Interesting. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, I've never really wanted... What's up, Hydro? I've never wanted to be a full-time YouTuber. That's something that I always said I never wanted to do. But as I go through college and I see what the rest of my life is shaping up to be like, it's like the idea gets more and more appealing by the day. Especially with the fact that I can edit a video for 5 hours straight and feel like half an hour has gone by. Which is the reason I was up till 5 a.m. editing a Q&A video, because I thought it was earlier. And then I looked at the clock and I was like, oh, it's been 5 hours. Okay. The channel gets large enough, some makers will likely lend / give you review units. Yeah, that's true. I think Balisong content isn't going anywhere right now. Originally, when I decided, okay, I'm going to make more than one Balisong video, I had 4 videos planned out. Should you buy a Balisong? So you bought a Balisong. Glidr Arctic review, Squiddy review, and maybe an Amazon Balisong review. That was it. So to see it evolve past that with things like the Squid Trainer video, the Q&A, the collection video, and the ideas that we have in the works is really cool. I'm glad to see it evolve past all of that. You should make a Patreon because I'm already in the Will Hirsch one and I would gladly be in yours. Where I'm at right now with how much... I would love to stream full-time, but I don't think I have the patience or heart to do YouTube. Yeah, that's fair. As far as me starting a Patreon, while it would be great to have extra income, because if I start a Patreon, all of that money would be directed into buying Balisongs so much. You hate programming, but you love editing. That's a field to consider. I do not want to go into editing as a job because I want to still enjoy editing as a creative outlet. Editing is my creative outlet. It's my comedic outlet. It's my imaginative outlet. And I don't want to turn that into a job, which sucks the soul out of my passion and my creativity and all that. But as far as a Patreon, if I make a Patreon, I would funnel all of the money into buying Balisongs for the channel, but I would constantly grapple with people are paying me money and like I am not devoting a lot of time to YouTube. I'm devoting maybe 10 hours a week max to YouTube, and that's including like the 2-hour streams that I do every 2 days. So I would really not, like, I would feel really guilty asking people for money and having people pay for my videos. Yeah, DGW, they've already done that. That's already coming. Might make a Patreon. I plan to upload a lot coming up, so I'm thinking about it. That's up to you, Ty. I personally don't feel worthy of getting people's money. I just feel like it's... it makes me uncomfortable thinking about it. Like, getting people's money for what I do. Ryder, check the description. Does your hand ever get tired from flipping? I learned to flip with my left hand a little to relieve carpal tunnel. It doesn't get tired. The only thing that it gets fatigued doing is if I do this infinite combo index to thumb for long enough, then my hand gets pretty fatigued. Making a Patreon is a big step. It's taken Will and I a lot to figure out how we want to manage it. I'm not even sure it's a step I want to take, you know? I don't know if I want to get money involved in what I'm doing, because right now my channel is a huge passion project. It's a huge creative outlet. I'm gonna head off. Have a good night, Ryder. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know about that collab if you have any ideas. And we can work something out. You're going to come down in Florida. You're going to come down to Florida in the summer to visit me and Ty. Of course I am, Farbos. Of course I am. But yeah, I'm not sure if getting money for what I do is something that I want. Although, I don't know. It's something I'd have to think about. Because obviously there's the huge benefit of, if I start a Patreon, I can... If I start a Patreon, then I have a not passive, I have an income that I can dedicate to buying balisongs to make videos on. And that's great. But do I deserve that money? In my head, no. Where are you located? I will not say any more than the state. I am in New York. I've said the state before, Farbos, but I don't go any more specific than that. Creates a responsibility in a way, depending on how many patrons you get. Yeah, and I think that's what I'm afraid of. Once YouTube becomes a responsibility, then maybe I don't enjoy it as much. Because right now, if I don't upload for 3 weeks, no one really cares. But I have a Patreon and I don't upload for 3 weeks because school gets in the way. Very possible that in the future I have to come down to releasing a video once every 2 months and not stream as much and all that because school gets in the way. And then all my patrons are just out in the cold. Just wanted to be cautious in case you were comfortable with answering. Yeah, thanks, Farbos. Thank you. But I'll say the state, but no further than that. I would love to see a balisong creator house. Just a bunch of balisong content creators living together. That'd be sick. It'd just be a streamer house, but for balisong flippers. The floor's like all chipped and messed up. Whoever's on the bottom floor just hears balisongs hitting the floor all day. A house where this is just an inevitability. I've always wanted to be a full-time content creator ever since I was a kid. Yep, that's Ty. There was a squid house during BallyComp. Was there really? That's awesome. Everyone used it like a Verbo or vacation house. That's awesome. Me, Ty, and Ethan recreate Top Tier. Barbos, I'm so down. I am so down. I love the way that those three interact. Oh, gosh. I had actually quit the YouTuber dream by the time it actually took off, which is something I will be forever grateful for. What do you mean? What do you mean you had you quit the YouTuber dream by the time it actually took off, which is something I will be forever grateful for? Clicks and clacks nonstop. Yep. That's Balisong House. Are you going to Blade Show East? It's super up in the air. It's, I guess, technically possible that I do, but it's not probable. Although that could change on a dime. Just like how I said I'm not going to buy a metal trainer until the summer of 2022, and here I am with 8 of them now, so... I mean, I had given up on a dream of being a YouTuber and stopped pursuing it. It was shortly after that Will and I's stuff took off. Oh, I see what you're... Oh, I got you. I thought you were saying you were grateful that you had given up the dream. That's why I was confused. If you give money to a YouTuber's Patreon expecting something, and you are then disappointed, then that's your problem. The point is to help out someone whose content you enjoy. They don't owe you anything. I see what you're saying, Matthew, but to a certain extent, I do owe... If someone gives me money because they like my content, then I do have a responsibility to continue to make content that they enjoy. Dent here, scratch there, thuds aplenty. Sounds like my kind of place. Favorite balisong in your collection? I'm guessing the Arctic. Correct, the Arctic. Yeah, and that's the thing, Farbos. If someone gives me money to make content and I don't do that because life gets in the way, yeah. Depends on what you're offering through the Patreon, like rewards and stuff. I don't know what I would offer for rewards, because I can't do, like... I'm way too small to offer, like, VIP chats. I think it would literally just be like a 3... I don't know how Patreon works, but I would do like one singular tier that's like $2 or $3 a month and be like, hey, you get a special role in the Discord and you get like early videos or something like that. I feel like I have the eye and brain to make YouTube a full-time thing. I just have been needing something I can run with. Balisongs may or may not be it. I don't know. I'll have to see where my next few vids go. Yeah, Ty, I feel like where you're going is perfect. Where you have like a company that you want to start and then you're doing YouTube on the side. I would say just keep going with that. I enjoy socializing in Discord too much to have the Patreon Discord channel that I talk in more than the others. Yeah. I mean, that works in a place like Will's server where there's thousands of people in there. But in a server where there's only 90 people, so it kind of doesn't work. Balisongs are still incredibly niche and people are hungry for content, so it's a good market right now. Hell yeah, it is. Is Telester's full name Tyler? No, it is not. I want to learn how to 0G chaplain. Problem is in terms of big growth, that opportunity isn't really there. I have also always said that if I do end up getting big on YouTube, I don't want to become very popular. I think where you guys are at, Brandon, is like my like high goal. Like that's my like max. 100K is the max. Because I don't want to go out of my house, go to the store, and have people recognize me. I don't want to have to wear a disguise in public so that people don't swarm me. Like, I don't want anything that comes with being famous. And the balisong community is perfect for that. Because you're at the size where it is pretty unlikely that someone's going to recognize you when you're just in your day-to-day life. But you can go to a place like Blade Show, actively seeking out that community, and then people will recognize you. I think that's perfect. Unless I'm wrong and Brandon just gets mobbed at the store wherever he goes, which I wouldn't be surprised by, but he also does have an army of bodyguard clones. Maybe people don't really go up to him. That's why I'm uncomfortable showing my face. We've only been recognized in public 3 times outside of Blade Show. That's perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. If I ever do win the lottery and make it big on Twitch, I want to be able to go outside with people recognizing me just from my face. Yeah. That's kind of why I keep most aspects of my life private. Just because I don't need people showing up. If it ever does get to the point where I do have that following, I don't need people showing up at my school. I don't need people showing up at my house. I don't need people doing that. And it's not like that's a huge fear that I have. Oh no, I'm successful on YouTube and people recognize me. It's like, it happens, it happens. It's not going to happen. But that was always a reason I was like, if I do YouTube, I do want to stay small. I also am, as you guys can probably tell, someone who really enjoys interaction with a community. And once you get to a certain point, you can't interact with your community as much. Like, there becomes a point on, like, Twitch, for example, when you have 100... Privacy does have its place, though. That's why I'm perfectly content to remain the weird side dude that occasionally pops up versus what Wills are doing. Yeah. Having the second channel talking in depth about a life and opinions. Yeah. That's kind of what I want to shy away from. But like I was saying, like on Twitch, you have 100 viewers. You can interact in that chat. You can read pretty much every message. You can interact with people in a meaningful way. You can have conversations. Once you get up to like 1,000 viewers, that chat is moving too fast for you to do that. And then it becomes, I have to entertain these people without talking to them. Which I don't like. That's why I really like how the streams are, because chat goes enough to have a conversation. But it's not big enough to the point where I can't read everyone. Like, I can't read everyone's message. I can't respond. What's up, Wicked? What did you miss? Sum it up. I'm thinking about selling my squid trainer. Posted it on my Reddit, or not my Reddit. Holy crap! Posted it on my Instagram. Just looking to see what offers I get. We're talking about like aspirations in YouTube and all that stuff. Hit 600 flat. We did, Farbos. Thank you. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to see like a number next to the subscribe thing. I've been uploading YouTube videos for 5 years now, and I'm used to seeing 37 next to it. 38, I think I was stuck at for the longest time. Currently doing the trusting my instinct really hard. I have no tracking or evidence that the KRT I bought secondhand is actually coming. Oh gosh. Hopefully it actually shows up. How do I not get scammed on the secondhand market? Yeah, check references. Check. Ow. Check references. Use PayPal, goods and services. Stuff like that. Imagine I buy your knot and use Teflon tape and it has perfect tolerances. I hope you do. I hope you do, because then you get a quality product. I don't have to deal with the Nautilus anymore. I get money to put towards the Nemesis. Everyone's happy. I hope that's what happens. I gotta do the YouTube shill stuff really quick, guys. So yeah, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button because it helps the algorithm or some bullshit. I don't know. Go join the Discord and follow me on Instagram. Both are linked in the description. Might sell this. If you want to put an offer on the Yin and Yang Squid Trainer, DM me on Instagram. And if you want to put in an offer on the Winter Inked Nautilus, that's pretty much new except for a little blade rub, also DM me on Instagram or Discord, and we can work it out. He seems pretty chill, so I hope he isn't scamming me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoa, Ethan is going to be in stream after this, being a VC for a bit if you want to talk to him. We are. I'm going to do that in like 15 minutes. This is going to be a shorter than usual stream because I want to go talk to people in Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord. It's free for everyone because I don't have a Patreon. You don't have to pay to talk to me. And I'm not calling out anyone who does. Like, I'm not calling you out, Brandon. I swear. Well aware it's risky. I just chose to cross that because it's just didn't know what to do. Gotcha. I'll join the VC. It'll be fun. It'll be so fun. We'll all hang out and we'll have a great time. Subtle digs at Brandon. I'm not digging. I respect the hell out of the Patreon that they have. I would love to do that, but it's just not currently that way. I'm on payphone running. My whole family is asleep. Oh, I'm sorry, Soul. I am going to go in. I need to go in the Discord and hang out with the community a lot more. So I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do a lot more like VCs like that. Can say I'm loving the sound that the Arctic is making, but I fucking despise when people's balisong sounds come through people's mics on Discord. So I'm sure you hate the fact that I've been flipping this basically all stream. How to start throwing hands with people who have oversensitive mics. Yeah, that's fair. Are you still here? I never got a confirmation on the four-letter word. Wait, did I miss a subtle dig at me? No, you didn't. There was no subtle dig. I said something, and then I realized, oh shit, that could be taken as me doing a dig at Brandon and Will. I don't want to do a dig at Brandon and Will. Basically, Brandon, what I said is we're doing a Discord VC after stream. Anyone can join. It's free because you don't have to pay to talk to me. And then I realized, oh shit, it sounds like I'm calling out people who have like Patreon, like VCs. Oops. Oh, Ty, you are still here. Yeah, we got to work that out. Because I think the future of my channel is the idea we've been discussing. I am offended and will never forgive you. Maybe one of your 69,420 clones will forgive me, though. And then it's like I have Brandon all to myself. Yay! I don't know what would be considered loud for a Bally since this is the only one I own. I'm going to assume that the Antarctic sounds exactly the same as the Arctic, because it's the same material, same Zen pin, same blade, all of that. The Arctic is kind of like a standard sound. Four-letter word is good. I want to challenge Brandon. So Ty, I was thinking because I think that's a fantastic way to continue doing content. We need to... I want to do that in a video, I think. I say while we're at your house, we make a video using your mic setup or something, and we upload it to both of our channels. Or we make 2 and we upload it to our channels. Or we could do it on stream. Up to you. A little teaser. Ty and I have something in the works that we want to kind of spread in the community, because I think it would be a really, really fun thing for the community to have. Or it turns into a toxic cesspit. Who knows? Turns into a toxic cesspit, and we've just unleashed hell itself upon the Balisong community. Who knows? Living on the edge. We love to find out. The idea that I'm even close to the idea of being someone to beat is still surreal to me. Hey. I mean, Will would just destroy everyone. How good of friends are you? Because I thought that he was just some random moderator. No, Ty is my... I have baby pictures with Ty. That's why he's a moderator. We have known each other basically our entire lives. He has done the camera work on all of my videos. He showed up on the most recent stream. If you want to go watch that, it's in the live stream archive playlist. Or are you saying Farbos? The baby picture is on my fridge. Baby picture is in my phone. And maybe on my fridge. I actually don't know. If you're referring to Farbos, Farbos is a good online friend. Not as close as Ty, but one of the closest friends that I have. None of my mods are just random people. My mods are all people that I know in real life. I think the only other mod is actually Reese. And Reese I don't know as well, but he is still someone that I grew up with. Because we went to the same school for so long. Oh, David. David is a college buddy. Sir is a random. Yep. No one knows Sir. I love the plushies idea. I am excited because Dex, this is Dex. This is not Marty, unfortunately. But Marty's like my, Marty's like a little... I'm kind of creating head lore for the plushies, similar to how there's lore for Brandon clones. And Marty is like a little pistol. He constantly second guesses me and makes fun of me and all of that, and he's basically just like a lovable asshole, really. And he's a pain in my ass, even though I love him. Dex here is going to be like the opposite of Marty. Dex is going to agree with me, and he's going to be super chill and super nice. And then I'm going to like him more, like persona-wise. And then it's going to cause a rivalry between them, and I think it's going to be good. I've basically just given them their own personalities that I'm going to edit in, because obviously they don't have personalities, they're just plushies. But the funny thing is that the personalities have seeped their way into how I view the stuffed animals in real life. So, like, whenever I'm, like, laying in my bed at my dorm and Marty's next to me, I'm imagining in my head that he's judging me the whole time. Like, it seeped its way into my real life. I love that you've given them personalities. I haven't given him a personality yet. Dex still hasn't spoken. I'm planning on having him speak in the collection video. I love your arguments with Marty in your Squiddy review. I'm glad people like them so much. Because basically, so the idea, if you guys want a little backstory, little did we know they're secretly alive. He's just really good at staying still. As soon as the camera turns off, we have deep conversations. He's the strong silent type. The whole, if you guys want some backstory on the plushie idea, I have always loved the idea of, what's your thoughts on the Max Ace Covenant? Never flipped it, don't really have thoughts on it. I think it looks really cool and I like the carbon fiber, but I've never flipped one. The plushies are my editing voice. So like a lot of YouTubers, when I watched YouTube, would inject humor by giving, like, putting quotes up on the screen. And I've always loved that editor's voice. So I kind of turned the editor's voice into characters that I can manipulate by putting text over their heads. Without stealing, like, the clone idea from Brandon and Will. And I think it works really well. Because, like I said in that one... in the Squiddy review, there's a point where I call the OG Squiddy the Squiddy B. And instead of being like editor's note, that is the OG Squiddy, not the Squiddy B, I can just have Marty make like a snobbish offhanded remark. And so now the audience knows, okay, he made a mistake and it's fixed, but it still makes sense in world because that's how Marty's personality is. So I've kind of given them my editor's voice. You've got to give your Bally's names next time. This is a bad time to say that I have given all of my Balisongs code names. I have a list on my phone where I document my collection, what I currently have, what I want, what's on my to buy list, like what colors I have, what colors I want, all that stuff, how much I paid for everything and all that. And I do actually have all of my Balisongs code named in that list. Because my initial idea was, okay, maybe I can talk to my Balisongs, but that makes no sense. Also, I can't hold a Balisong without flipping it, and doing that in a video isn't great for the audio. So having plushes on my bed are perfect. I bet the Nautilus is codenamed Disappointment. That's genius, but that's not it. Marty's kind of like a pig dragon mix, and Dex is a kawaii blob of happiness. I've always thought, I guess Marty is kind of a pig mix with that nose. Marty's a dragon, and Dex is he's like a dinosaur. No one's ever seen this side of Dex, but he's like a dinosaur blob. And it's perfect because I was thinking, my two main plushes, Marty's green, like green and yellow, he perfectly represents my green Arctic. He perfectly represents my green Arctic. They're like the same colors and everything. And Dex is blue and orange. He has the green, but he's my fire and ice Arctic. So they've both kind of become symbols of my two favorite Balisongs personified. I feel like Marty needs to make an appearance in a Will Hirsch video. Maybe me and Marty get in a fight. Brandon, that would be so fucking funny. That would be so funny. It would have to be kind of... Oh, Brandon, in the same vein how I did that the Yahoo gag in my Squid Trainer review, where like to anyone else it's like, oh, he did a thing, haha, but to anyone who knows it's like, oh, he did the thing, he did the thing, he did the thing. You could do that with Marty. That would be really cool. I don't know how you would do that, but that would be really cool. That would be really cool. I keep popping up, but so does Marty, and I get pissed at him for stealing my spotlight. That would be so good. Oh my god. It would be so good. Maybe I only think it would be good because I love the idea of the plushie saga. Maybe your actual audience, all 87.2 thousand who have no idea who I am, won't enjoy it as much, but like that sounds awesome. I still have to watch the Arctic review from Will in your Q&A. I'm so behind. You got to get to it, Turtle. But watch Will's Arctic review first because it's better. My name Jeff. My name Ethan. Nice to meet. Oh my god. I did a Yahoo gag in my short Squiddy review. I said that, yeah. You couldn't see Mr. Yahoo, even added towards the end of my video. I saw that, and it was like, yeah. I love jokes. I love jokes that are just kind of normal. Like, if you're not in the know, it's like, what was that? But if you're in the know, you're like, oh, I get it. I love that. Love that. Oh, I shouldn't have rubbed my eyes. Ugh. Now they sting. Do you drive a Camaro? No, I don't. Camaro EE was born from, like, when I was 12 years old and really loved Transformers, and I loved Bumblebee, and Bumblebee transformed into a Camaro, and so I became infatuated with Camaros. It's kind of ceased now. Now I'm more of, like, a Japanese, or, like, Korean car guy, just because they make better cars. Like, I drive an old Lexus, because they're just more reliable. But, yeah. This is the way our gags are born, by the way. It's mostly just a, hey, what if we randomly did this, and seconds later we do it, and it's the worst and best. Yeah, that's how your behind the scenes were, Brandon. The 2021 behind the scenes video was so fucking good. It's so cool to see you guys be like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. And then you shoot it, and something goes horribly wrong. Like the gag where you pop up and you're like, I'm lovable, and Will goes, oh, and that was completely unscripted, but you guys decided to keep it. I love that. I love moments like that. In the know or the zone, auto zone. I like the chaotic comedy style. I do too. Why do you have two Arctics? Adam, that's a great question. I bought this one because it was really the only one in stock because I missed the drop. I also liked the green. I planned on giving this to a friend once I got a Fire and Ice, because Fire and Ice was always the one that I wanted. But I got it, I flipped it, I beat it, I fell in love with it, and it kind of became like my main flipper. So that when I got a Fire and Ice, I was like, I kind of don't want to get rid of this. It's kind of like important to me, in the vein that Addison has his like beat to hell Triton that he has a history with. That's kind of this. This is like this is where my history is. Every single dent on here tells a story. And yeah, I kind of just fell in love with it, and I don't feel comfortable getting rid of it because it's kind of formed like a emotional significance to me. And then the Fire and Ice Arctic, as Wicked Turtle said, one is to beat, one's to love. This thing was so beat, and I wanted a new Arctic that flipped like new, and I wanted to keep it in really good condition, so I got the Fire and Ice one. I keep that one in really good condition, so I always remember how the Arctic flips out of the box. And, yeah. That's why I have two. How do you know a really good trainer for the money besides the Arctic? It's hard to get. The Vortex is good. You just gotta look at specs, look at reviews, see what people think of them. It's all kind of subjective. See you, Bally Boy. Have a good night. Keep flipping, brother. I have two Arctics. One of them was a special edition beta. Oh, you have an Umi beta? Chuckles, would you ever sell that? Would you ever sell the Umi beta? If you would ever sell that, hit me up. You would? No. No, he wouldn't. Okay, never mind. I got baited. Mako's beat to hent. Beat to hent. Beat to heck. There are so many dents, the blades are snapped, and it's still on. Had to put wire on the Zen pins to bring back the handle gap, and now since I put extra washers in it, it's ruined. Yeah, Charlie, your joke, the joke was pretty good. Like I said, I love jokes that are like inside jokes. Isn't the beta version worse? It is, but I have resolved to own Glidr history. And since the Arctic is my favorite balisong, I find it appropriate to own the beta version of the Arctic, even though it doesn't run on bushings, even though it's worse. I want to own it because it's history. I also want to own a Sahara, and I want to own an OG2 in gold, because they discontinued the gold color. Maybe not in gold, but I want to own one of the old Glidr balisongs that is in a color that they don't offer anymore. Chuckles, if that for any reason changes, and you ever do want to sell your Umi Beta Arctic, like if you ever change your mind about that, please hit me up. I really, really, really want to own a Beta Arctic, and I would love to own one of those special pattern ones, the Umis. Not ready to sell an Umi Beta, but I'll think about it though. Absolutely no pressure or anything. I'm just saying if you ever do consider selling it, please hit me up. I'll think about it. Sounds good. Because I want to own 3 Arctics. Because I need more. I need more of them. More. I'm not insane. Perfectly stable. Black Balisong Reaper. Ooh. Nice. I have 3 Ballies from Glidr and I want more. I want all of the Glidr Ballies. I want all of them. Now I'm surprised that you didn't buy the Antarctic. Just because it's a bit expensive for what I can afford right now. Considering I just dropped $300 on a Nemesis. If I had sold my Nautilus by now, I might have bought an Antarctic. I might have. But I wanted to wait to see what reviews were like, because if people came out and said, hey, it's just like the Arctic, but it's more expensive, then money wasted, right? So if now that I know it's different from an Arctic, I'm probably going to buy one. But the old Glidr stuff is generally like cheap. Like I've seen beta Arctic sell for like 80, 90 bucks. And since that's half the price of the Antarctic. So the biggest Glidr fanboy I know is Balisong flipping. I'm going to change that. Let's just say that. Did you buy the Nemesis Live Blade or Trainer? I bought the pre-order spot for the Trainer V2. Death Flips has a small review. I saw that, and I didn't really agree with most of his points, but to be fair, I'd never flipped an Antarctic, so I guess I can't really disagree with it. If you did get an Antarctic, you could sell it for the same price you bought it. I didn't know that at the time. I also I don't have the money to spend on it. Like, I just don't. Like I said, if I had sold my Nautilus, I would have had the money, but I just right now do not have the money to spend on one. Which is why I'm selling this. If I sell this, if someone wants to put an offer in on this, message me on Instagram. I'm not even sure if I want to sell it. I'm just taking offers and seeing what people would give me for it. But there is currently a Sahara on sale, on Balisong sale. So I would sell this to buy that Sahara. In fact, the Sahara's probably gone at this point. Let's be real. Let me just go check really quick. Remind me sometime and I'll see. Oh. Balisong sale. I guarantee someone sniped it by now. Oh, there's another Antarctic for sale. Oh, never mind. He just wants to do a handle swap. Oh, the Sahara's still available. I might buy it. Does anyone know how a Sahara flips? There are 5 Nemesis V2s left. I'm shocked. I thought they were going to sell out instantly. I bought one literally 5 seconds after it came out. I shop paid and everything. I thought I was going to miss them. And here we are like 2 weeks later and they're still in stock. I'm the guy that wants to do a handle swap. No, it was a different guy. He had a Blurple. He had a Blurple Arctic. I know you have the Blue Moon one that you want to handle swap. Sahara flips very dry. I don't really care if it flips dry. I just want to own it because, like I said, it's Glidr history. I want to have Glidr history in my... I want to have Glidr history in my collection where people could be like, hey, what's your collection? On stream, and I can turn my camera around and be like, hey, here's this super rare Glidr Balisong that no one really has anymore. Here's this other super rare Glidr Balisong that no one really has anymore. I want to be like a Glidr museum. And I also just want to try their products. I don't really care if the Sahara flips terribly. I just want to try it. I don't really care if the OG2 is terrible. I just want to try it. I don't really care if the Arctic Beta is terrible. I just want to try it. You know. And since they're so cheap, since most old Arctic stuff is, or old Glidr stuff is selling for about $100, not too much skin off my back if I get one and I don't like it. Offer to trade your Arctic for the Sahara. He doesn't take trades. I would have offered him the Squid Trainer. But he doesn't. He's not taking trades. He's just trying to thin out his collection, he said. The only hang-up I have on the Sahara that's currently listed, because the Sahara that's currently listed is beautiful, and he wants an okay price for it. He wants 120. I would probably try and get him down to like 110. But it's fire and ice. And my whole thing with my collection, I want to have different colors in my collection. So having 2 fire and ice Balisongs would kind of annoy me. Just a little. Like, I would do it, obviously, to have a Sahara, but... But yeah, if anyone... I want to put this out there. If anyone finds... Is on Balisong sale, and they find an old Glidr product on Balisong sale, please send me the post. Please. I may not buy it, but just like if you see an old Glidr product, send me it. Please don't send me like Arctic posts because I don't want an Arctic. I'm looking for a beta Arctic that runs on washers only. So if you see like someone who's selling just like a normal ass Arctic, definitely don't send it to me because I'm not going to buy it. I already have 2. But if you see someone who has like a Sahara or a gold OG2 or a color that they discontinued, or an Umi Beta Arctic, definitely send it to me. Tried doing the whole separate guy in background thing about a year or two ago, but to actually have it uploaded and appreciated means a lot. Yeah, it was cool. I look forward to seeing more videos that you make, Charlie. Gold OG is actually one of the sickest Bally's, and I bet they're rare as hell. I don't know if they hold their value very well because they only run on washers, and the balisong community, like, just hates and despises washers, but... Oh, I was making a joke. I have no idea how it flips. Oh, the Sahara flips kind of dry. I'll give you a slow clap. I'm just stupid, I guess, and I didn't get it. Oh, boy. But yeah, I'm selling my Nautilus, I'm selling my Squid Trainer, and I'm possibly selling my Squid Trainer, and I'm selling an old graphics card that I have. And I'm going to use that money to build up my Glidr collection. Gold is my favorite color, so seeing more gold bellies in the future would definitely be something I'd buy from any non-clone company. Hell yeah, dude. Gold is sick. What GPU? I am selling a 1060 3GB. Here we thought Balisong flipping was the biggest Glidr fanboy. I will dethrone him. Because you know what? The fact that he flips Glidr clones means that he's not a real fan. I don't flip Glidr clones. I flip the real deal, baby. And I love it. For how much? I don't actually... I gave it to my dad to deal with selling. I think it's currently listed for 200 USD. But that price is negotiable. Although I don't think we're looking at shipping it because unfortunately I seem to have lost the box. And shipping a graphics card without the box is probably a terrible idea. I know here in Canada the secondhand market are so expensive. Yes, same here. Same in America. The graphics card market is really bad, and that's why I'm trying to sell mine. Remember 1060s would cost like $100, yeah. Especially secondhand, they would cost like $100, but now the market has swung in a different direction. Currently, I am selling it to a profit of what I paid. No, not a profit, sorry. To a slight loss of what I paid for it. But I could lower the price probably down to like 150. I'm just trying to get as much money as possible so I can put it back into Balisongs. Yeah, if anyone wants a GPU, you want an old 1060. Actually, it was only used for like a year. I think in total. A year and a half. Are you going to be playing Valorant after stream? Maybe? I'm going to be in the Discord after stream. We're going to do a Discord voice chat. I'm sorry about that. Shame I got class soon. Give me that Valorant God roll. I'll have to do like a gaming roll or something. If we make a 5-stack. If I waited 2 weeks, I would have gotten a Vortex V2, but instead I got a Squid Trainer 3.5. Honestly, Soul, that's not bad, because the Vortex V2 is still 3 months out. So if you would have bought the Vortex, you would have been out a Balisong for 3 months. Balisong Flipper League Tourney. I forfeit. I forfeit already. I don't want to do that. I'm forfeit. Playing Valorant with you guys from C sounds like a fun time. C? Oh, the region. I see. Only 300 ping. Yeah, playing Valorant on 300 ping isn't really possible. Okay, Farbos, let's do this. Who's up for a voice chat in the Discord? We do that now? Gotta go. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, LK. Have a great one. Let's go do the VC. I'll get on, but I'll be on mute. That's fine. Let's all hang out. Bimby can tell us about his Antarctic. Farbos can tell us about his Antarctic. And we can all hang out. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Fun time. I'm thinking there's going to be 1 or 2 more streams on the couch. And I'm hopefully going to record the collection commentary this week and upload the video hopefully next week before I sell half of my collection and then the video's out of date. So I'm going to try and work on the collection video. You should see that relatively soon. And yeah, I'll see you all in Discord. Link in the description if you want to join the Discord. Follow me on Instagram. If you want to put in an offer on this, DM me. Or my Nautilus. My Nautilus, I'm giving first dibs to any one of my fans. So if you guys want a Nautilus, you want to make an offer on a winter inked Nautilus with a few issues, hit me up. We can work something out. And I will see you all in the Discord in a few minutes. Peace out, everyone. Have a great night, everyone else. Bye. Gotta go to school. Goodbye. See you, Informal. Have a good night. Or a good day. Good day at school. Everyone else, have a great night. Great day. Keep on flipping. Keep on being amazing. Thanks for 600 subs.